Hi everybody, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to a place called Wheatley in Oxfordshire. Now I'm on the way to the British Masters 1500 metres tomorrow at Derby, so I've just stopped off for a little run. And this, I believe, was the site of Wheatley Old Station. There's a little embankment here, you can sort of see it like it was a railway. Although, I think you'd have to know it was really there. Can't see any actual signs to indicate what's going on. So I just stopped off for a little shake-off run. Yeah, this is the Farm Close Recreation Ground. So it looks like they made a little recreation ground out of what the old station was, and with a private house going that way and another one this way with sort of the car park behind me. So not a great deal to see in terms of other railways, but yeah, just stretch legs. I had a day off yesterday, I had some physio on Thursday evening, so I didn't do much Thursday either, so I'm hopefully fresh. I feel a bit stale today, so I think I'll just do a couple of strides to finish this off, then I get on the way to Derby. I'm staying overnight. And my race is at 11 o'clock tomorrow, so if it was a bit much to just drive up there all in one day, because it would be about three and a half hours, so with a fairly early start, that was perhaps a bit much. Anyway, let's get on with these strides, and we'll see you tomorrow. So we've arrived at Derby. The whole place is just a Rolls-Royce industrial estate. I think every other building seems to be Rolls-Royce. Must to find some sort of car park. There seems to be a lot of building works going on, so I've got about just over an hour to my race, so I'll go and register, check out the lie of the land. A bit of a walk here, but to get a little warm up in later on. Right, see you later. So here we are on the first lap. Already two leaders have got away. It's Tony O'Brien in white in the lead from Mark Symes, the eventual winner. And then at the moment I'm in 7th place. The first lap for me was about a 75-76. And the guy in front of me there, he eventually dropped out after a lap, so I eventually sort of moved up a place, as it were. Here they are after 800 metres, still Tony O'Brien in the lead, and now you can see there's a massive gap back to effectively 3rd, 4th, with a little gap to 5th, and then I'm just looming into view there in 6th now. The guy that I was tracking after 400 metres is now well back, and in fact, if you look very closely, he's coming into range now, and he drops out. So that means there's actually only now one runner behind me, effectively still running, which is this guy coming through there. But it was quite windy down the home straight, and I was already now tailed off, so I was lacking a bit of motivation. So I really had to sort of concentrate to keep going with nobody in front and nobody behind, effectively. And so this is the leaders with now effectively 300 metres to go, and still Tony O'Brien's in the lead. So he's basically done all the work. I think Mark must be about to take off, because he eventually won in 4:11 from Tony in 4:14. It's a very good battle for 3rd. You've got Paul McMungle there, and currently in 3rd place. He eventually finished 4th in 4:39. Adrian Lewis got it in 4:37 from Chris Turner in 4:40. Here's me chugging along some 20 seconds behind now. I only needed about an 81 or so last lap to break 5 minutes, and unfortunately didn't quite do it. I think the wind just got me down the home straight, and here's a sort of a matchstick me coming in. So as I said on the screen, it was my second best time in the last 5 years, so not a bad effort considering it was virtual time trial actually in the middle of the pack, well, to ends of the pack. But then here I am just about finishing, and here I am coming back over, waving to my camera. And this is quite a amusing bit. I sort of feel like I needed a bit of a rest, and then some of the women javelin throwers politely told me I needed to clear the track because the 400 metre race was about to start. How'd you do? 4th. Oh, that's annoying.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
That's running, isn't it?
Were you a bit tailed off? Because I sort of like kept up for a bit for the first lap, and then it just seemed to be time trial for me.
Well, the first lap was reasonably quick.
Yeah.
First lap in 72.
I knew the first lap would be quick. I just thought there'd be a few more guys around sort of 4:55 minutes, but yeah.
There'll be a few turned up, but
Yeah. Oh, well done.
Well, no, it was like the
take a bit of getting used to. So I've got a pair of them as well.
Yeah.
They're really nice these on,
once you get up on your toes.
Well, they're nice, but you are.
They're more aggressive, aren't they, those ones?
Yeah.
And then I put them back on, and they're like slippers.
Really?
They're really
Yeah.
uncomfortable. But when I get used to them, they are quite high up.
Yeah.
Well, lads, on the Championshps.
Cheers.
But they do take some getting used to.
What do you prefer, them or them?
Well, I've got both, and I've worn these. So
I've got them, and I won't mind getting a pair of them as well, just trying them. I'm doing the 8 later as well, so
I think they'd be good for 8s.
yeah,
I think your speed, I just think I'm not fast enough for them. I tried them in a track session. It was alright, but
did you not like them?
I think I was okay when I was going at speed. When I dropped off my speed, I felt like I was sort of tiptoeing a bit because they're so aggressive on the front, aren't they? So
They are sort of highly spun.
yeah.
But they do take, like I said, I binned them to start with.
Yeah.
As an old pair.
Really?
I might come
Yeah,
back to them
wasn't gonna use
because
them. I went back to Dragonflies.
yeah,
And I did a couple of track sessions
yeah.
at the club.
Yeah.
I love them.
I think you got to get used to them, as you say. Yeah.
To try them.
Have you
Yeah.
tried Adidas once?
Yeah.
I haven't, no.
Okay, what your time was today, roughly?
4:11.
4:11. Okay. Yeah. Oh god, I've got my
Hopefully.
final. Yeah. I seem to be in no man's land. There's sort of look behind, there's a few behind, and then there's miles to the next person in front of me.
Right, well done.
Well done, everyone. So a solid run. I was just a bit tailed off, as you saw. I went through the first lap at 75, and I was already hanging on for dear life. They didn't feel too bad actually, but I knew that was a bit of a struggle. It was a bit windy down the home straight, so you had 4 like straights with the wind behind and 3 into it, and when I got tailed off, I think my heart sank a bit annoyed not to break 5 minutes. I think it was just over 5 minutes, but I've got another go on Watford on Wednesday, which should be a closer race, so I always knew this would be a bit of an experience one. Nice to test yourself out against the best guys. You see Mark Symes there from Aldershot, 1 in 4:11, I think he said, wearing the Zoom victories, going somewhat faster than me. I mean, bizarrely, 4:11 would be a time I'd be quite pleased with in a sort of a league race when I was back in the senior, and just shows how good these guys are actually. Anyway, so my last go in the M50, so next year I'll be in the M55. I don't think it's going to be any easier. So I hope you found this interesting, and I look forward to seeing the next one then. Bye. So a bit of a giveaway over on Station Road. There's a new development called the Sidings behind me. And here is some info about the railway station that used to be here. And I found a little leaflet as well, Heritage Trail. I think I've got time to do it now, but maybe another time.